Hello guys and welcome to another Warframe video. Today we're going to be talking about the new Hets faction that's being added in 1999 and going over what each of them are, who's their personality traits, who they actually are Proto frame wise, and be going over what I think each of them will be rewarding you in the quest line. Since it's going to be an open world, I want to go through which each of them are probably going to give you. Alright, let's get straight into the Hets. Hello guys, this is the Hets faction that's coming with Warframe 1999. Right now, each of these are proto frames for Trinity. Here's the proto frame. The name is Letty for her. Right here's Cyto 9, the new Warframe that is coming in 1999, being a gun-based Warframe that focuses on shooting and stuff. That right there, he is Quincy. Right here, we got the Mad proto frame. Her name is Owie. We got the Vault proto frame named Amir, and we got the Nits proto frame named Eleanor. All of these are going to be the vendors and faction leader for the entire new expansion, with you playing as Arthur, a proto frame that I'm not showing right here, since these are the vendors. These are going to be the main people you're going to be interacting with. I assume, though, the missions are going to be very similar to call missions, so you're either going to talk to one of these characters to start a mission, or you'll be talking to Call himself. Well, not Call, I mean Arthur, but guys, these are your 5 characters that you'll be mainly talking to and playing as a 6th character named Arthur, and it's the Excalibur proto frame. But guys, let's get straight into each of these characters and more in-depth discussion on each of them. The first character that you can see whenever you enter the mall, guys, is Quincy over here. He is the Cyto 9 proto frame, as I was talking about earlier. You can take a look at him and also his new gun right there if you want to check it out. That's going to be something that you'll probably be able to get in the game pretty easily from this open world, but he is the sort of cocky gunsmith engineering character in the game. I bet you he's going to be more like Cavallero from the Zeraman, even in the open world and selling stuff. I mean, he's going to be the one where you get your new weapons from. Your Skuldra weapons might drop from him, you might buy the blue BPs from him. You're going to get the weapons for the other things that you use from him most likely, and probably the new arcanes, if there are any with this update, are going to be purchasable from Quincy, is what I'm guessing. And this is all assuming that this is a open world update like it looks like. It looks very much like call missions, in my opinion, though. But let's get on to the Nets proto frame. The Nets proto frame is over here. It's Owie. She is the Mad proto frame. She is most likely going to be like the Vent Kids, is my opinion of her, with how they do the K drives, but she's going to be for the new Atami cycles that are being added. I'll show that at the end part of the video. But she's probably going to be the one where you might get paints, upgrades even for your bike and stuff like that. So sort of like K drives is what I assume what she's going to be for the open world. She is sort of the, glue for the team is what it seems like on her dossier. I'm going to put that in the description below if you want to read each dossier for characters as well. But she is the second command in the group, so she is the co-lead. And she also helps with the, keeping the group from not falling apart. She is a interesting character, in my opinion, if you check out her voice lines. If you just walk out of here and walk back in, you can reset their lines. See? And that's generally how you'll be able to get some little, context of how their characters are and how she just generally does questions like that and cares about them. But she also is very much not a serious character with a big focus of just wanting to ride a bike and stuff. But she's interesting. So let's get on to the next one, which is right over here, which is Amir. He is the Vault proto frame, so he's the speedster. He is much joking around, not serious at all, so he's the exact opposite of Owie. And he's the speedster of the group. He's also the technician, so he can do electrical stuff. And I bet he's going to be like Hombast, if they are open world ones. So he's going to be the one selling you decorations for your orbiter and stuff, and your little house on the Zeraman. I can't remember what it's called. I don't even use it. And then other things. He's going to be the person that you go buy that stuff from, is what I assume. It's either going to be that, or it's upgrades could be him as well, or some other new material that they'll add. But let's get on to the Nets proto frame. Nets proto frame over here is Eleanor. It's the Nits proto frame. She is the brother of Arthur, and she has psychic powers, and also is the most affected by the virus that has made them the proto frames, being Technocyte. A thing that you'll be fighting over whenever I do a video covering 1999, what we know so far. I'll tell you more about that. But she is what I assume might be the bounty giver for the entire faction, because she is more like operations, sidelines, talking in their heads and stuff, so it seems like she'd be the one that give you the missions for your weekly Arthur 1999 mission, because to be blunt, I assume it's going to be like call missions and stuff. It looks similar. I hope it's not like bi-weekly basis, but I hope it's more open world, so I can repeat these and get the missions for nostalgia rewards and other stuff. So I assume if it's an open world, that she'd be the one that gives you the missions. But let's get on to the next proto frame. Everybody, one last word. Everybody's wary of her though because of the extra technocyte infection. She has a voice line that says Quincy is worried about like she could eat him pretty much, like wake up in the middle of the night and see him eating them, because they are wary of how much she is infected by technocyte. But let's get on to the next proto frame. Over here is your main character for the expansion, Arthur. It's the Excalibur proto frame. This is the character that you're going to be playing through the expansion in, as seen in the trailers and stuff. So he is the leader of the Hets, the group that is the proto frames. He is exceptionally loyal to the Nitz proto frame, so that's going to be a problem most likely in the story, where she will eventually either fall or turn bad. So it's been given in the dossiers if you read them. But he is also known as a loose cannon, so he's going to change on a whim basis and do whatever he wants, is generally how it sounds like in the story. So you get to choose what you want to do, is pretty much what it's doing. So there's probably going to be decisions in the expansion. I'm really looking forward to playing him. You get an AK and that sword as your main two starting weapons. With weapons, it seems like you'll be able to pick up like call missions throughout him and use, with also the pistol being one of his main secondaries as well. So you have 3 weapons to start, though you can switch them throughout the mission, it seems. Let's get on to the next proto frame, though. The next proto frame is Letty here. She's the proto frame of Trinity. She is also not a very much people person at all, so she takes care of rats and stuff. She prefers them over animals. She has definitely love for her mother, though, which is the only human she does show compassion for. She does not understand emotions, though, but is great at being a combat medic. I don't necessarily know what she would give you in the missions. Like, as a reward, she's like the one that I'm like confused on, so I don't know if you guys would know what she'd give you. The only way I can sort of see her going is like an Archimedean Yonta way, or the way to get like Cyto 9 is gonna be her. Though she can definitely be the way for like trading like void currencies and stuff, pretty much like what's it called? Lloyd, like his Arcane Dissolution, doing something similar to that. But it'd be very unique to see where she would go as a character, because I don't necessarily know. The only other thing that I could see is that she's a companion one, so they could add like a third rework or some mods in, because she takes care of these rats and stuff, so that's the only other way I could see her really going, for like a shop. It's definitely interesting though. But guys, that's the end of this video, and me talking short about my opinions and thoughts on the 1999 and the Hets. The most interesting character, though, I'm definitely looking forward to is Quincy, if we go back to him. But I recommend, you guys should have seen them all by now. It's great, in my opinion. I wish they did this more for each of them. But I am definitely waiting for this character, because I really like the idea of a gun-based Warframe, guys. But I'll be seeing you guys later.